In this week's CS2 news, Valve just accidentally banned hundreds of CS2 players, but they also launched the biggest creator event in CS history with up to $35,000 payouts for new skins, stickers, and charms. And the latest news on the Budapest major playoffs as we enter the final few days. Let's get into your weekly update. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Zepcast here, excited to be bringing you more news. Of course, we have these three big stories to get into, but before we do, folks, it is a pleasure to be back making videos on this channel after a few days off. But we've been making more content when it comes to the live streaming, and actually by the time this video comes out, we will have live streamed yesterday over on two platforms, Twitch and Kick. So if you want to go check those out to support us, that would be greatly appreciated. And also, if you enjoy this series and the other series that do be on our channels alongside the plenty of shorts that we put up, please do make sure to subscribe so you're notified for all future content. And leave a comment letting me know what you think of today's news. Let's roll with the first piece. So as we can see here, Valve says it mistakenly vac banned a small number of CS2 players, and they reversed the ban in the latest update. So a small update for Counter-Strike 2 was recently released with just 3 lines of patch notes. The most notable change is a reversal of bans for a few players who received an erroneous vac ban. The hot topic of cheating in Counter-Strike and the wider range of games supported by Valve anti-cheat never ceases, and you'll always find players providing their 2 cents on how to fix the problem. And remember, folks, there's Jack Goodall's article over at PC Guide. Make sure to go over and check them out to show support for writing articles like these to keep us updated. We have seen CS2 cheat devs claiming that Valve doesn't care about cheaters, though it's perhaps more fair to say that Valve is being much more secretive with its anti-cheat development behind closed doors. Either way, resources such as CS Stats make it clear that VAC regularly bans waves of players. And this is something that is just a hot contention across all of first-person shooters, right? I mean, again, operating a lot within the Call of Duty space, know all the controversies that go on with the Ricochet anti-cheat, and up until this recent release of Black Ops 7, a lot of people would argue that Ricochet was very, very far behind. Some would say it still is, but it's made strides. So I understand the sentiment of people claiming that devs don't care about whether people cheat in their game. The reality is that they do, but the more that they talk about how deep they go into creating their anti-cheat, the more that they reveal of their anti-cheat for then these cheat manufacturers to be able to circumvent their systems, thus creating a whole new issue. So ultimately, the best thing to do is just to stay quietly build up that anti-cheat and let it do its thing. VAC hasn't revealed exactly how many VAC bans were mistakenly handed out, but if you think you were wrongly banned, it's worth checking your account to see if it has been resolved. Players who are VAC banned are labeled as such on their Steam profile for all to see, and this should restrict you from playing any VAC secured games, not just Counter-Strike 2. This includes Valve's games such as Dota 2, Team Fortress 2, and other older Source Engine titles. CS2 remains one of the most popular games on Steam at any given time and is regularly updated by Valve. Last month, we saw a much needed fix to inaccurate CS2 demos, which we did actually report here on the channel. And back in August, the game finally got a surprise performance boost thanks to improvements to rendering performance across most maps. There's a mix of both and most there, but you got the gist. So folks, people wrongfully banned, but thankfully it has been dealt with rather quickly. And if you feel like you're one of those people who are wrongfully banned, then do make sure to reach out through the avenues that you have to try and see if you can get yourself unbanned. But if you've been banned for a good reason, tut tut. At least Valve acted quick. And next we have the Call to Arms update with up to $35,000 for skin creators. Valve has launched the CS2 Call to Arms update, offering up to $35,000 in payouts for future weapon skins, stickers, and charms. The article reads, the update encourages community artists to submit original designs via the Steam Workshop. Top voted items will be considered for inclusion in official cases, with one-time payouts ranging from $5,000 to $35,000, depending on rarity and demand. I mean, you gotta love it. It's Valve basically crowdsourcing the next generation of cosmetics, turning workshop artists into paid contractors overnight. If you remember how the community case system worked in CSGO, this is the same DNA but now amplified with proper cash rewards. It's not just prestige anymore, it's an actual revenue opportunity. The article also mentions that Valve wants submissions focusing on the new Ori visual theme, bright, futuristic, a little sci-fi inspired, and that they will be rolling updates monthly. And then the excerpt as well, accepted artists will receive credit in-game and exclusive commemorative items based on their submissions. This could become one of the most lucrative creator events in CS history by a country mile. So if you got skills in any software like Blender or Paint.net, whatever they may be, you got any of those creative juices, It's time to get them flowing. Now is the time to get working on your CS2 skins. And that would be really cool as well, folks, for any of you that are creators out there. If you're making any skins, make sure to go over to the SkinsLuck Discord and let us know the skins that you're creating to see if you actually get them featured. It'd be super cool to see what the creatives out there amongst you are actually creating within the game. And we'd all be really curious to see what you can come up with. So please, if you do decide to create any skins, please make sure to show them to us over on SkinsLuck. And lastly, here are your latest updates from the Budapest Major 2025 playoffs. They're finally underway after us talking about them for a number of weeks, and esports.gg has the latest details and results. The playoffs feature the top 8 teams of the elimination stage battling for the lion's share of the $1.25 million prize pool. Early upsets have already rocked the bracket. And as seen and mentioned in the article, heavyweights like FaZe Clan and Vitality advanced comfortably, while G2 and Heroic were sent home early after tight 2-1 series. Outsiders like ENCE continue to surprise, or ENCE. I should know the pronunciation, but I don't, pulling off tactical masterclasses against more favored rosters. The article also states that StarLadder's production has earned praise for smooth broadcasts and fan interactive elements inside the Budapest arena, marking one of the most polished majors since Copenhagen. And if you're following the sticker market, major items are already seeing price fluctuations as teams progress. What I'm really enjoying seeing is how the CS2 meta has matured. There is less chaos, more coordination, the smoke reworks and volumetric flashes from the last patch, I should say, that genuinely changed how the top teams play mid-control. The grand final is scheduled for December 14th with $500,000 to the winner and an automatic qualification for the next Valve Major. So folks, mark your calendars. This one is going to be huge. The next few days are days you certainly don't want to miss if you've been keeping up with the Budapest Major. So that is it for the weekly news, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this. Please let us know what news you found the most entertaining, the most interesting, and please do, as I said, make sure to submit your art over to the SkinsLuck Discord, and make sure to check out that Discord in general. Come say hi. It's another place you'll be updated for any content that we put out on our socials, so you won't want to miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, pleasure as always. I'll see you in next week's video, and I'll see you in Monday's video where we're back with more CS2 gameplay content. Until then, take care.